Okay. Okay, there we go. Whoa, that's really high. And this is why you should always check your audio levels before you stream. Oops. But at the very least, got it fixed now instead of waiting for an hour before it went down. My apologies for this being... I'm gonna try and adjust the volumes a little bit. Hopefully it should sound good here. Yeah, it's weird. I guess a lot can happen in a week. Apparently Windows went through some updates, and I guess that must have bumped away some stuff in voice mod. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, nothing lost in that, I guess. As I was saying, I missed streaming with you guys, and I was busy doing some, like, on top of schoolwork, I was also dog sitting for a friend. That's why I was gone for so long. But I'm back now, and in the swing of things, hopefully, we're gonna be doing a bit of Sea of Stars. And then you... Yeah. But yeah, from like early points in the story, we founded a new town for people that were in the coastal town that got completely destroyed, and we also just got an extra piece of equipment of some kind. My memory's very fuzzy, but we did a lot of stuff, and now we're in an ocean temple after finding a group of ocean people that are like, hey, you want help destroying this thing that your previous solstice warriors helped unleashed, right? All right, we'll go through this and see what happens. And I'm like, all right, cool. Still trying to adjust my audio levels. Hopefully I'm not too loud for all of you. Yeah, looks good there. Okay, so... wow, really? Only 12 health? Didn't think it'd be that simple. High defense. Let's go Venom Fury. Oh. Oh. You take only magic, I think. I see. Let's try this then. Yeah, looks like that. Looks like that is in fact the case. Okay then, that's actually good to know. Yeah, a lot of things went down while I was gone in regards to platform news and everything, as well as just general life stuff as well. I won't go too into details, but the broad stroke of it is I now have a third dog. Well, my family now has a third dog, and this all happened while I was dog sitting, so that was a very interesting phone call. No, I think a text. I don't know. It was either my mom or my dad texted me about it, and I was like, huh? So it really, yeah, bit of a surprise, but you know, the dog is nice. He's just acclimating to our house and everything around us right now, which is understandable. Big change and all that. And I'll get into more detail about the story in a little bit, because there is a bit of a story as to how my folks found Finn, the dog that we found, that's now in our house. And no, he's not named Finn. He's not named after Adventure Time Finn. It's just I've liked the name Finn for a dog. Okay, that's the button. I've liked the name Finn for a dog for a while now, and it's just a coincidence, much like how my middle name my middle name being Kirby is spelled the same as the video game mascot that is beloved by the world over. It's just a coincidence. So, yeah. Ooh, that's cool. God, this is a cool looking temple. Alright, so there's a ladder there. Ah. Hold on now. Can I just... Yep. There we go. But something else I had done during my week of being gone was that the place I was staying at, they said that they showed me how to get to Netflix, so I actually did a little bit of Netflix watching, and roll your eyes and all that, but I watched some the rest of Castlevania Nocturne as well as One Piece, and I still cannot believe the fact that the One Piece live action turned out as well as it did. It's really, really weird to me. Like, of all things that could have turned out as well as it did, One Piece. But I do have a couple criticisms regarding One Piece live action, mostly just around the fact that, like, Luffy's constant King of the Pirates spiel got a little boring after a bit. Felt like he was kind of hammering it a little too much, which, I mean, I get it. I think he did that a lot in the anime as well, but it still makes it kind of, you know, eh. But other than that, like, I like a lot of the stuff they did in the live action. For one thing, the choreography in a lot of those fight scenes it felt like it had no right to look as good as it did for some of those fights. You know, that was a part that I particularly found like, whoa, what's better, this or Octopath 2? I can't make that judgment right now because I forget how many hours I'm in on this game, but I'm not as far in on this as I was at the time of Octopath 2 when I started this game. So I can't make any calls about that for now, but I guess maybe for now I'll say Octopath 2. Also, hello, Cryptic Miles. Hope you're doing well tonight. I'm just talking about the One Piece live action because I managed to finish it, and I think another thing that I just remembered is that something that I noticed that was a bit of a weird pace idea that they had was having Arlong show up at Baratier for the Arlong Park to start off, which I don't remember how it goes down in the anime because, you know, it's been a very long time since I even saw the anime version of the events there, but it nonetheless did feel a bit weird. But I did enjoy the Arlong Park segment. It was pretty cool. They tried to give some good motivation stuff to Arlong regarding his pirate activity. Something else I also liked was that the guy that played Mihawk in the live action, I could tell he was having the time of his life with that. I could tell he was having some fun with that performance. Like, that was he was a joy to watch. All the cast were a joy to watch. And I guess a joy to thirst over, considering all of the Buggy the Clown, like, you know, fan cams that I tend to hear about and or see. Which is like, of all characters, why Buggy? But I've kind of learned now to like, I've kind of learned why Buggy. I've learned why Buggy. And the answer to the why Buggy question is this. People like cocky losers. They like cocky losers that are, and they could either be good or evil. Because I remember when Hi-Fi Rush first came out earlier this year, Chai was a favorite for that reason. He was like a pathetic loser that had some levels of competence in in some areas, but in other areas, it's like, lol, watch this guy fumble, isn't he adorkable in that sense? So, yeah, One Piece live action, quite good. It doesn't surprise me that it's getting a second season, and I hope it goes well for that. You know, if there's anything that I will say this game's got over Octopath Traveler 2 is that the dungeon design, I feel, is pretty interesting. Like, the dungeon design in this game is quite nice, because you've got these puzzles that you gotta work through in order to get to your objective, and Octopaths are fairly straightforward with random encounters and such, which isn't a bad thing. It's just, you know, if you were to ask me which I'd prefer short dungeons with some interesting puzzles and set encounters versus a long dungeon with random encounters but no puzzles. So, my humble opinion. So yeah, I'm glad One Piece turned out as well as it did, and I look forward to seeing more, and then also potentially getting into the manga and seeing how the live action evolves and what else they can arrange, because some of the changes they made to certain characters are pretty nice in terms of like how they were shown, I guess. But the other show that I got pretty stapled into as far as watching it while I was gone was Castlevania Nocturne, because I'm a Castlevania fan, so I knew I was gonna watch the rest of that. And Castlevania Nocturne felt at some points like it was kind of, what's the way to put this? It's a good show, like easily a solid 8 out of 10 first season, which, yeah, 8 out of 10 first season's the best way to put it. But there were just a couple directorial choices and choices about like the just general flow of the story that felt kind of all over the place. Like, I felt there were a couple times where a question was asked from one character to another, but that question still wasn't addressed. If that makes sense, like, you know when you, like there was a point in the show where there was like a secret passageway that was unveiled. I'm not gonna say exactly what to, you know, not spoil for anybody that's still trying to watch it, but this thing shows up. This secret passageway shows up at one point in the series, and I think Richter asks the character that unveils it, like, how did you know about this secret passageway to the church? And I may be wrong, but that question's not ever addressed. Like I'm willing to suspend my disbelief on some things, but an explanation on others would not be too unwelcome, you know? You know what I mean? It's just one of those things where you see a character actually ask about a particular thing, and then when it's not addressed in any way, you just kind of log that in the back of your head like, okay, that was odd, but I still enjoyed it. Richter's characterization in Nocturne's fucking awesome. I like the changes they did with Maria. I like the changes they did with Annette to give her more agency. They bring in some characters that I did not expect to see, which was a really nice surprise. Like, some genuinely good surprises showed up in Nocturne that made me a very happy fan. Made me feel very sated as a Castlevania fan, which is something that Konami only wishes they could do. So, consider Nocturne good. I enjoyed it a lot. despite some of the narrative things that I found a bit eh. Also, the animation in Nocturne and the fight scenes are just glorious to watch. If you are an animation student in any capacity, you owe it to yourself to at least watch some of Nocturne, because that is like some premier stuff. That, and also getting to hear Richter's theme, like a rendition of Richter's theme from Rondo of Blood, be played as he's just doing all of his cool badass stuff. Just it's one of those things that just, it's one of those nostalgia bone tickle moments where you're like, oh. It's like when you see a dog. I'm like a dog when they get scratched in the right place on their ear. You just see them like roll their eyes back, like, oh yeah. Like, I don't have any other way to describe it other than it was just like that. So, Nocturne was good, and I'm glad it turned out the way it did. And I can't wait for season 2 of that as well. But besides those two, I haven't really been watching a whole lot of other things. I learned about a season 3 of Ragnarok. I knew that was coming, but I didn't realize it was gonna be out as soon as it was. I would have thought Ragnarok would have come out a lot later, but no, the season 3 is out now, and I haven't gotten to watch it yet, but I probably will at some point. But I've been very busy with my web dev classes, so I haven't had the time yet to dedicate to that as I have to Castlevania and One Piece. Is that... What did I just grab? Is that... Ah, that is better. Wait, do you have another accessory that I can... Party max HP for the whole party? What does Garl have on him? Huh. Alright. I'm gonna hold off on that for now. Wait till I find my next party member, or find a party member that suits that better. Yeah, in terms of other games that I've been keeping my eye on, I've been seeing a lot of the demos that have released and gone by since the Next Fest for Steam has since been finished up. It is, Oh. Do I need to make them line up at water level, or? Yep. I've also been keeping up on different news outlets about like the Game Awards as well, or any kind of other news conference-based stuff, and there hasn't really been a whole lot going on. It's been, well, I don't know. Maybe there has been a lot going on, but as I said, I've been out of the general sphere of things for a week. So forgive me if I'm not exactly up to code on everything right now in terms of game news. I'd love to be. It's just I've been busy. Yeah, the dog that I was looking after, she was very nice, if not a little anxious at points, which understandable, because it's a very different change to have somebody else staying with you. But she got used to everything, which is good. But it was the news of this third dog from my dad that really caught me off guard. So the story goes with this third dog that apparently one day when my dad was getting ready to go somewhere, or no, my mom was getting ready to go somewhere, my dad was moving his car to make room for her to move because she likes to drive her own car around. And they spot this little black dog by by our porch, and they see this and they're like, oh, okay, well, we'll probably see the name on the tag or something, call the owner, let them know the dog is here. And later she sees that my dad brought that dog in, and it's in the kitchen, and she's like, oh, okay. And then sure enough, like later they see like, okay, the dog's chipped and got a number attached to it, and the pet finders that were looking at the dog's stuff had contacted the owner of this dog, and they said apparently that they didn't, like, the dog got out of the house that he was in, and the owners apparently weren't really wanting him back. So yeah, so my folks were like, you know what, we've been thinking about a third dog for a bit. This is some weird ass divine intervention. And I'm like, I'm reading the text. I'm either reading the text or listening to my dad tell me this over the phone, and I'm like, oh, all right. So yeah, now we have a third dog, and his name is Finn, and he's still getting used to how things are right now, new home and all that. But he's getting used to things. It's just, I did not expect that I just did not expect to suddenly come home after dog sitting to have a third dog greet us, you know? So that was definitely a interesting little story. But he's nice. He's pretty young as a dog goes. He's about over a year old or so, I think. So he's still got he's still fairly young. Yeah, sorry I'm not very coherent in my thoughts. As I said, it's been a very busy week with homework and coming home after being gone, and having to, you know, I mean, just generally my homework's been a lot lately. That's mostly been what my situation has been. But I have finished everything that I needed to get accomplished for now, and I think I'll be okay for a bit, because I like to do my work ahead. And I'm now playing Sea of Stars, which I'm more than happy to play, because this game is quite good. I like it. I'm not confident if I'd say Game of the Year, though, but mostly because this year's been kind of a blowout of Game of the Year contenders, and we're seemingly getting more and more and more of those. So, yeah, it's been... This year's just gonna get more and more interesting as we start to get close to closing it out, because we're already in October, which is weird to say out loud. Just... God, we're already in October. Okay, so it seems like wait, hold on. Oh. Spin! Spin! There we go. Oh, right, these guys clone them. Oh, they clone me, that's right. Forgot about that. Alright, well, I'm gonna take care of this first. Strike. Okay, it's only got 8 health left. Alright, do another Moonerang. Ow. So, yeah, that's mostly what happened to me this week. It doesn't sound like a lot, but most of the a lot came from just, again, the homework and taking care of a dog, which wasn't too bad. It was just a slight adjustment, but you know, I'm home and everything's good now. I just needed to wait for Windows to update because Windows loves to fucking update so much. It loves to just update like at the worst times. Software just loves to update at the most awkward, inconvenient times ever, doesn't it? Like I had a Windows update try to happen to me in the middle of just as I was about to start one of my classes, and that got really awkward because I have virtual lectures. So, needless to say, I was kind of miffed at that. I was like, really? Of all times, now is when you pick to want to update. And actually, just before I started stream, my Switch told me that I needed to do software update stuff, which I tend to try and update whenever I can, unless, you know, I'm in the middle of something and I need to have immediate access to the software in question, much like, you know, this, if I'm playing a stream or what have you. It's just, it always picks the most inopportune times to do it. That's really it. It just, all inopportune times. Am I missing something here? I think I am. Hold on. What am I missing? Maybe I can take this. Oh. No, I saw. Maybe I put that in the wrong thing. No, because then it would still let me. If I put in the wrong thing, then it should be able to let me take it out and solve the puzzle in a different room then. Or maybe it's because I didn't. No, I flipped that. I flipped that. That lowered that gate. And then I take this, but I can't get to that, and I can't get out that way. And there's no other passageway around that. Unless... So we got the valve. I feel like I'm missing something here. Let's try going back to the previous spot we were at. Let's get this. God, the sheer amount of detail in the environments has never failed to impress me with this. really nice to look at. Okay, no, so that still takes me back. Did I... Maybe... I might... Because once that water... Because once the orb is out of the... Or the pearl, rather, is out of the, water there, I can't seem to do a whole lot with that. Try lowering the levels to see. Nope, that just takes me back here. All this and all that mechanism stuff probably just takes me back to the prior spot, to the campsite if I need to rest up, which I don't. I'm good. So oh, I had a second valve on me. I didn't realize I had a second. Oh, that's right, I got it. I got a second valve earlier. That is my brain right now. That is my brain right now, because, you know, as I said, busy weeks can do that to you. It just, all right. So, we get this, and then, now, we can grab this blue pearl. And then we can get that down. I want to get that rainbow conch though, because I believe we finally found the merchant that takes the rainbow conches. Why not go? I guess not. We finally found the merchant that takes the rainbow conches and gives us stuff for them. Okay, I think I know what I can do to get that conch. Because, yeah, the conches in this game act similar to mini medals in Dragon Quest. Which means it's essentially like you gather them as many as you can, and then you trade them into a merchant who says, like, hey, if you reach 30 of them, I'll give you this item. If you reach 50 of them, I'll give you this item. And that essentially makes them really, really nice to get, because you can get some really good items with that kind of trade-off. Okay, then we hop down here, yoink, and then do that. Awesome. And then we just go up that ladder to get to that water pipe. There we go. Yeah, I did, what were some other things? Oh, I learned about the Yu Yu Hakusho live action series. That was also another thing I learned recently, since we're talking about animated and live action stuff. I have not seen any other trailers besides the fact that it's coming out in December, I think, right? Which, I don't know. The One Piece live action feels like it's given a lot more of like a potential of just positivity, I guess, in terms of live action anime, because that and Alita Battle Angel have both been like, okay, if the passion is there and the person actually gives a fuck about what they're doing and the people involved in it actually fucking care about what they're doing instead of whatever Dragon Ball Evolution was, you can get a really good live action anime series. And I hope Yu Yu Hakusho has that, because I fucking adore Yu Yu Hakusho. I have all of the series on DVD, and it's like one of my favorite shonens ever. So to hear that this is a thing, I mean, I knew it was a thing, but to hear that it's actually coming out this December, just kind of made me sort of like look at my phone in bewilderment, like, what? But nonetheless, I don't know. I see a screenshot here of the main actor as Yusuke, and they look the part as Yusuke. I can see that. But yeah, Yu Yu Hakusho. I completely blanked on that because a lot. But nonetheless, I mean, if it turns out well, we'll see how that goes. I'm not gonna completely say no to the idea, because I feel like that'd be a bit closed-minded, you know, because One Piece turned out well, so who's to say Yu Yu Hakusho can't? Or whatever the Sword Art Online thing will be. Because I remember that also is getting its own live action. I have to wonder, I know Sword Art Online is still liked, but it does not have the same kind of pull that it used to, if my memory serves correctly. Like, I remember the days when SAO first aired, like in 2013 to 14 or so, and how it basically exploded in the anime world and caused the isekai shit to just fucking just roll over everywhere. And it's so interesting to me just how much of a non-presence it is in terms of modern anime discussions. Because right now, the modern anime discussion, I guess, goes to Jujutsu Kaisen and Chainsaw Man and that new fantasy series that's about the elf that's outliving the hero that she partied up with to beat a great evil. I forget the name off the top of my head, but that's also reaching the current, you know, well-likeness of anime that's out right now, which, you know what? That's cool. A fantasy anime that's not an isekai that's getting attention is always positive for me, because I'm tired of that shit. I'm confident any anime fan is tired of that shit. Tired of that isekai stuff. It's fucking everywhere. It was, I don't know if it's still everywhere. I'm gonna check that, actually. Not live. No. Come on, Will. Spell the site name correctly. Okay, so fall 2023. There's Spy Family, which I know people still really like, but I haven't seen. And a lot of my anime watching, like, despite me talking about a lot of this stuff, I haven't really gotten to see a whole lot of anime recently because I stopped using the subscription service that I was a part of for a long time because of some changes they made that I wasn't the biggest fan of. You know, this is everywhere. There's too many Souls-like games all the time. Maybe I say it's because it's not my favorite genre, but I feel like there's a new popular game every week. Souls-likes, I kind of agree, but I'm of the mind like this: if you're going to be a part of something that is popular, you do something to make yourself stand out just so you don't, fall by the wayside. I liked Elden Ring, but damn, that game was good. Yeah, I understand what you mean. It's like sometimes a genre legitimately becomes oversaturated. We've seen that with isekais, we've seen that with Souls-likes to an extent. Like Lords of the Fallen recently came out and people are playing a bunch of that. Lies of P, I think, is actually an exemplar of Souls-likes right now. That game's fucking awesome. But I get what you mean, though. Sometimes you just see a lot of people jump on a genre that just feels like it should probably stop. Like, stop jumping on this one mattress of a genre, please. The springs are completely destroyed. Like, there's only so much jumping on the mattress that you can do before it snaps in half from all the pressure. So I get what you mean. Souls-likes can be a bit much, but I will say that there have, like, when a good game that takes from a genre in a particular way comes out, it makes its when something makes its own name in a genre by putting its own spins and even its own improvements on it that I would say yes to, that's when you know you've got a good one. That's what I mean with Lies of P. Like, the fact that it is a Souls-like game, but it makes its own changes and improvements to the style of game that it is, that I would want to see FromSoft take from, if I'm being completely honest. So, yeah, that's my humble opinion. Sosono Fieren, I think is how you pronounce it. That's one of the popular ones. Jujutsu Kaisen and Chainsaw Man, but more for the manga. Which, fun enough, I actually started part 2 of the Chainsaw Man manga. I got volume 12, and I will say I definitely finally got to understand the context of all the fucking memes that people couldn't keep down. I finally understood it. I finally get it. I get the memes and I understand what's going on. For the most part. Denji is still a rat man to some extent. So, yeah. And the Jujutsu Kaisen current boom in terms of popularity, a lot of it is because of that Nanami guy that pulled another character by the ponytail, and people just went like, "Oh, that awoke something." I don't know. I tried Jujutsu Kaisen when it first came out, and I thought the fight scenes were good, but I just could not engage with any of the characters at all, and it just felt like the power scaling of everything was just not fully explained very well. Like, you've got curse energy that you use to fight monsters. Okay, cool. But I just feel like there's no real indication of strength. There's no real indication of, like, rules, I guess, for powers. And granted, you can always have a soft rule system for your shonen powers. I mean, there's always a soft and hardcore magic system for a reason when it comes to fantasy. But for me, I just feel like Jujutsu Kaisen plays it a little too fast and loose for me to really feel engaged with the scope of a given fight, you know? That's how I feel about it. And again, I just had some trouble feeling. I just couldn't engage with it very well. Chainsaw Man I could engage with, but Jujutsu Kaisen's kind of like for me. So yeah, that's my little anime review, midstream anime review. The energy from this door feels odd. I bet the big mystery we're supposed to find is right behind it. No handles. Can't push it open either. And it's not resonating with our innate magic. Maybe we're just supposed to knock? I'm gonna drink a little water. Their efforts in the tower proved valiant, but alas, as fate would have it when these events first occurred, the mysterious door remained firmly shut. Despite their best efforts in the face of this setback, our heroes were unable to reach Mesa Island in time, and the Dweller of Strife turned into a World Eater. They fought ever so bravely, but in the end their lives and their world were lost. Thus, we arrive at the crux of tonight's musings, a single question. How far might they go should fate be given a nudge, and the door that once sat closed were to be opened? Let us find out. Oh! Come in. Oh! This was the dude telling the story the whole time, and ah! What is this place? It smells musty. Good evening, and welcome to the Great Archives. Please excuse the mess. I tend to get absorbed in my work. Wait, are you really... Titles are for stories and myths. Please call me Rashan. Rashan. That's even cooler than I'm not even gonna remember. Wait, so you're the Immortal Alchemist? I suppose so. Unreal! Alchemist, sir, we... Please, call me Rashan. Rashan, this is really unexpected. Yeah, Can't you just fix all of this, then? Unfortunately, no. I am bound by a very strict code. I get to live here only for $200 a month in rent, but in turn I cannot change any fate that is spun. Oh, the misery of having to pay an actually livable wage. There are no words to express the suffering that would ensue were I to take matters into my own hands. Worse than a dweller turning into a world eater? Not to minimize, but you must understand that in the grand scheme of things, your reality is simply one of many. By fixing your realm, I would unleash Aforal's wrath on countless others. I think that's how you pronounce that. That is unacceptable. Who's Aforal? My former associate. Were you people to call me the Immortal Alchemist, they refer to Aforal as the Fleshmancer. Is he hiding somewhere here too? Your world is safe, at least in this regard. Aforal left a long time ago. I need to check something real quick. I think the toilet might not be stopped fully. Give me one moment. And I'm back. My apologies. Okay. Should he learn of my presence here, however, we take him on. He's nothing but a loser. Now it appears time is of the essence. We need to get onto Mesa Island. Can you help? I might, but first we must determine whether or not you can help yourselves. We know how to fight. Of course you do, but this matters about whether you truly are who I am hoping you are. For now, I would send you to a remote location where, encased in the ice, lies a long-lost artifact. What kind of artifact? I will say no more at this time. If letting you in here was the proper course of action, its power will call to you. This portal leads to where it went, forgotten. Recover the artifact, then I shall entertain this plan of yours. Okay. But that's cool, we get to meet the framing device. That's nice. I feel like the equivalent of Wesley coming out of the Princess Bride book to meet with the grandpa telling the story in the movie. Or like that one reverse isekai where fictitious characters became real and then got to meet their authors. Ooh. Ooh, this music. Glacial hike, okay. Ooh. Oh, who are these little friends? I like them. They look like little Kirby enemies. Disorient you. Go moon or go regular attack. There we go. There we go. Ooh, this music's nice. Ah, I see. I also see this. Hop up here, and what do we get? Ooh, music sheets. Fuck yeah. God, this game's music is good. Oh, I like that enemy. Oh, you're a DJ! Wait, what are you called? Boulder... Boulder douche. What? Look, you know, the game's been fairly tame in terms of its naming of its enemies and stuff, but... Boulder douche. Okay. That's unexpected. Huh. That's... Wow. I expected a lot of things. I expected a few other things, but that was not one of them. Huh. I mean... You go, I guess. But I like the fact that he is like an ice golem DJ. I think that's pretty neat. think that's pretty cool. I like a lot of the enemy designs in this game. Ah, that's... Okay, you're vulnerable. Older dude. Wait, what is the other one? Rochero Saudier. Rochero Saudi. Rochero Sadir. I think it's Rocher. Like a Ferrero Rocher, but Rochero Sadir. Huh. I just used the wrong character. Oops. Okay, that's not as bad as I thought it'd be. Ow! There we go. Still have yet to encounter a campsite. It's kind of worrying. That's fine. We've got plenty of food. Oh, fucking god damn it. Literally as I say it. Literally. Mom, can we get Octopath 2, son? We have Octopath 2 at home. I don't know. Like, I say comparing the two of these to... Like, Octopath 2 to this is like an apples to oranges situation, because they're both good in their own ways. They're both good in their own ways, and they both have faults in their own ways. Because Octopath 2 is not flawless. I'll say that for certain. And this game's also not flawless. No game is truly flawless. They're all just good and not so good in certain areas. I think that's what I mean. I think that's my general statement of it. Of the question, I guess. Or my answer. I don't know. Again, I'm not speaking very coherently. I'm still, as I said, I've had a very busy week. Busy. Okay, so we got a boulder douche up there. That's probably one of my favorite enemy names that I've ever encountered. I'm probably not going to encounter a funnier enemy name for a while. I was going to say another funny anime name, but that's a very different thing. Oh, it's 2 boulder douches. Dash strike. How am I gonna do this? Might as well see what one of the ultimate attacks looks like. Ow! Oh. Okay, you hurt. Healing light. There we go. But I know that Moonerang does good damage, so I'm going to do that since they're vulnerable. Alright. Can I go back to camp? Oh, I don't really need it. Well, yeah, I probably should. If the game's affording me the opportunity to rest at full health anytime, then I may as well take it. Actually, wait, can I? Okay, no. I thought I could rest and like have the scholar character give me some story, but I guess not. Not during this pivotal moment. Understandable. What have we got here? Oh, it's... Wait. Oh, that's cute. That's cute. Oh, they're... Oh, special battle theme. This is adorable. All right, let's have Valir do her thing. There we go. I can't swap. There we go. Right, you resist that. There we go. Well, that was a fun little moment. Just a monster DJing for other monsters, and I had to break up their rave. Okay. Yeah, I like that. I like that. I like something that I always find charming in the whole overworld versus random encounters thing is that when you have overworld-based encounters like here, you get to sometimes see monsters just do little cute things that, you know, you wouldn't really get in a game that doesn't have that. I liked getting to see a monster DJ for other monsters. I like seeing these two guys have a little snowball play. And I will say this, if there's any kind of thing that I do sometimes like when a modern JRPG does it, it's having encounters be more overworld-based as opposed to random encounter-based. Not to say that I hate random encounters, you know, as I said, one of my games of the year is Octopath 2 right now, and that game has random encounters. But what gets me what I like the most regarding some games that have the more like overworld-based encounters thing is that you can pace yourself out in terms of what encounters you want to get, and you know, roll your eyes if you feel, but I can also sometimes find random encounters a little obnoxious at points. More so in like older games than a lot of the modern ones that we've got, but that's a complaint that I can understand people having. So that's just something I remember hearing. I just remember hearing that complaint a lot regarding the older JRPG crowd, and it's something that though I tolerate to an extent, I can understand where they're coming from, especially if you're actually low on resources and, you know, need to get to a town in order to fix yourself up. Oh, we're fighting under the ice. Ooh, that's neat. Let's cook.
Cook? Jesse, I'm playing Sea of Stars and I'm cooking in it, Jesse. These characters can cook.
Mr. White, I don't know, like, you've been kind of obsessed with this game. Your wife and son, they're a bit worried about you, Walter. They're a bit worried about you, Mr. White.
Walter, I need you to stop making hearty stews for the party, Walter. It's not good for your party balance. You need to learn how to make other dishes that heal your entire party's MP and HP. Walter.
Oh, these guys.
However you did it, you are foolish for showing up here. Foolish and concerned. Foolish and cornered, too.
Your friends are already tight. Let me drink some water. Sorry, I choked on saliva. I hate it when I do that. God damn it. Okay. Your friends already tried acting tough. Didn't you get their report?
My, they truly are feisty. Feisty and arrogant, too. Come then.
Ooh. Okay, you're gonna be piled on immediately for damage. Ooh. God, I love this game's music. Orient. Ow. Oh, that's half my fucking health. Ouch. There. And then you, Venom Fury. There we go. Wait, did that? Okay, no, I got NP back. Right. just do some regular attacks. Actually, you need to heal Valir up. There. Oh, God. He needs to heal himself up, too. Let's heal up. Whew, okay. Chip you away. There we go. Break you. Hey! The wizard is down. Actually, no. No. I was thinking swap. I was thinking do that, but I want to wait to see if he's going to pull up an ultimate attack. Oh, God. Let's do that. He needs some MP back. Yeah. And you need to heal up. There we go. Sarai's almost up. Yeah. Once she gets back up, Zale and her can do an X strike. So we'll have you do Lunar Shield, increase everybody's defense. There we go. And then combo, X strike. He doesn't seem to be doing an ultimate move. Well, that worked out. That went way better the first time I fought these guys. Way better. Ah, you got lucky. Next time we will win. Win and celebrate too. And don't come back! We're close. I can feel it. Let's do this. Alright, cool. Well, that was a good fight. Again, went way better than the first time I fought the two mask guys from, like, much earlier in the game. Yeah, that was the right call. I was like, wait, did I just instinctively do a wrong thing? I'll go to a campsite soon, because I'm getting kind of low on my stuff. I'm getting low on health. Give you a roast sandwich. Ah! Awesome. So much energy. It's the same kind of power as... How do we get out of here? This block could melt the ice, but the celestial rune is busted. You can now control the time of day with Xehanort without needing to stay. Oh! Okay. So we can just do that now. Whoa, so you can just do this at will now? The amulet's resonance with our magic is really strong. We got what we needed. Let's go back to Rashan. Wow, so I can just change the time of day at any time. Awesome. Ah, so that's how that works. Surely this doesn't have any kind of repercussions on livestock and or farming at all. Just sudden time shifts in the day, or fucks with oh god, time zones. Oof. It's just now we just have the power to change the time of day at will. All right. Let's grab that. What's that? Signet of Clarity. Or Signet. Signet? Sing? Skills cost 1. Who could use that the most? Shit, that's really good. You, because he's the one with the, well, no. Wait, can you equip that? Because if Sarai can equip it, honestly, her skills are... Her skills cost a lot of her MP, so if I can even get one reduction on that, that'd be really lovely. There we go. Break that open. And then... Wait, no. I see what I'm supposed to do. Over there. Melts that. Ooh, that's a new thing. Question is, how am I supposed to... Oh, wait. Oh, I can get behind it. I was like, did I miss a thing here? Nope. Sapphire ore. Cool. And melt that. Okay. And I think that is that. Well, I don't know, maybe there's more that I missed over this way. Let's double check. No, I think this was just the trek up. Wait, nope, there's a conch. There's a rainbow conch I missed. Always good to get these. How do I get to that? So we made it up here. We slide down this way. Ah, that's how. It was quite literally that simple. I just overlooked it. Yoink. All right. I believe, yeah, that's all. Yep. So glad we got those ultimate techniques. It's always good to get every single one of those that you can. You have returned. Congratulations. Will you help us get to Mesa Island now? You were just there a few moments ago. This is the way, then? We just go back and hike down the mountain? Hiking Glacial Peak on foot? Only an animal would do that. Will you accept one final challenge? If you succeed, I promise I will help. We're in a hurry, you said! I know. Hear me out. The only way to remove the barriers is to wake the giant stone head. I can make the potion for you, but brewing it requires centuries of macrination, I think is the word. Centuries? That's useless! That is why I need you to recover my personal alchemy bottle, the Vial of Time. With it, I can control time itself. Bring it back to me, and I will prepare what you need in mere seconds. No way. All right. Where can we find your Vial of Time? A Foral hid it somewhere on the Watcher Island a long time ago. All I know for certain is that the giant statue from which the island got its name is the key. How can you be so sure? A Foral's tricks always involve big statues. Eventually, I figured he would have to stop if I never recovered my vial, but here we are in need of it. This is ridiculous. Call it what you will, but I recommend you take this task seriously, or it will be very trying. Sure, whatever. We're ready. Then go to the northern part of Watcher Island and perform the cleansing of Torment Peak. Cleansing? There's a dweller here? Of course. It may just be a prank, but a Foral played it himself. But without their powers augmented by... Yes? That's what the Solstice Amulet is really for, isn't it? Precisely. It may be old, but its magic has yet to fade. Face the Dweller of Torment with conviction, and the amulet will resonate. It will always last forever, like microplastics. The power to conjure an eclipse. All right, we can do this. Torment Peak afflicts the mind in devilish ways, but you deserve a fighting chance. Here. Go on,
drink.
What is it?
1 dose of tethered mind potion for each of you. Come now, bottoms up.
I don't feel any different. Also, that tasted horrible. That tasted like NyQuil blended together with dirt.
That's how you know it's good for you. And thanks to this potion, you will be able to say the same after spending time in that wicked place.
I thought you couldn't help directly.
It is but a little nudge. Surely this can stay between us.
Thanks, Rashawn. We'll be back with the Vial of Time.
Feel free to use this portal for quick travel between here and Lake Docaria. I will be waiting. I will be watching, not waiting. That's 2 different things. Good luck.
All right, what's this one too? Glacial Peak. Okay. I want to go back there because I got some rainbow conches and I want to see if I can trade anything in. Well, this is cool that we got to meet the character that's been sort of the framing device of the story. Something else I want to do. I believe we got an inn set up at Mirth, the village that we founded. And I want to see if I have to do that nice board game that that in-game board game that I've been playing. I doubt it amounts to much in terms of collective stuff, but I just wanted to do it. 19? Yes! Shop plans, cool. Whee! Okay, so yeah, so that's the Settlers Island. I want to go back to Mirth to see if, because it said shop plans and I got inn plans before, so I want to see what I do with those. Ah, but that's a bit of a trek. I have to go through that whole waterfall area. I'll probably be given free reign after I go through Glacial Peak again. Okay. Yeah, let's head to Glacial Peak then and see about heading down from there. Or wait, what was his... Wait. Can he... Hold on, I need to ask him again what the thing was about. Why is he letting me go to Glacial Peak again? Uh-oh. Great Archives. So Mount Torment, I think it was. We need to cleanse there. Yeah, there's no other ways down from that. Yeah, it's just... Yep. Nothing I can do here. So I guess I guess maybe I need to go back here in case I missed that rainbow conch or the chests that I didn't get. I guess that's the only reason why I would be coming back here, but I already got those, so... I'm guessing just going out here takes me back to... the tower. Yeah. So, I guess we'll go back to the fish village. I want to see if that seer had anything new to say. Yeah, I guess since I'll be transporting anyway by ship, we'll go ahead and do the mirth thing. I just need to check on the seer, see if he has anything new.
My part has been played. Godspeed and safe journeys.
Okay, nope, nothing new. Yeah, it's nice to have the ability to change the sun and moon at any time now. I wonder how much stuff that's gonna open. All right. And yeah, I remember being here. I don't think there was anything I missed in this spot. I feel like there wasn't. I might be misremembering. I don't know. Oh, wait, was that an enemy that appeared before? I don't remember. It might be. Yeah, yeah, if they kept anything restricted here, it probably would have been more obvious. So, I mean, I don't know, aside from... No, I think that's... Yeah, I think that's all set for that. Nope, 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 I don't want to fight. I'm just making my way down here. Alright. Now what I wonder is, since I got a new thing, or since some progress has been made, she's who I want to talk to. Found a new artifact. Yes! Okay, let's listen to the story. The Nomads of the Seas. New story unlocked, the Vampire Rose. Let's hear about the Vampire Rose. There once was a botanist who attempted to trick death by growing a rose so pretty she couldn't bear to reap it. Smitten, death spiraled into confusion as she appreciated the beauty of life for the very first time. Whether her next action was fueled by jealous rage or opportunistic guile, no one really knows. Using wicked magic, she turned the flower into something even more beautiful, but very cursed indeed. The Vampire Rose. A thing of beckoning beauty, compelling all who lay eyes upon it to willingly take part in their own corruption. Rumors of the magical rose reached all corners of the world, carrying a simple promise. A promise few could resist. Eternal life, provided they could take it. Despite the elation offered by the initial touch, the price became apparent all too quickly. For every second spent holding the Vampire Rose, a year would be added to one's lifespan. But for every borrowed year, a thorn would grow on one of their bones. Oh! Wonderful narration. I like your voice. It's like your voice was made. Well, thank you, Race. Also, hello. How are you doing? It's been a while since I've seen you. Hope you're doing well. Glad you're... Man, it's been nice. It's nice to see you. Hope you're enjoying... Hope you're having a good time. We're playing some Sea of Stars after I've been gone for a week. I've been staying off Twitch. Understandable. There have been some things on recent social platforms that have That's been kind of irksome. I've been staying consistent. I've been off for a week because I was dog sitting for a friend, but I'm back now. Yeah, it's nice to see you, and thank you for that. I really appreciate it. My GF and I are thinking of doing some casual streaming of Elden Ring. Oh, nice! Yeah, Elden Ring's a good one. Good one to start. Only thing that I will warn regarding Elden Ring is there are a couple boss fights where it just feels like co-op's kind of mandatory. So heads up on that. Dog sitting's dope. It was a nice experience. My first time really doing it, and the dog was nice. Only downside was just was that I was dealing some really bad neck and shoulder pain at the time, so I couldn't sleep very well. I have like 1,000 hours in Elden Ring. Yeah, you'll be fine. Yeah, it's nice to see you again. I'm glad to see that you're doing well. All right, let's continue. But yeah, for context, this character, Teeks, she is a scholar, and I collect artifacts throughout the game that she collects and then tells the stories of said artifacts. And it's interesting the way that they do it here. So instead of her just being like, oh, I've got an encyclopedia that's got all the stuff in it, you too, man, you'll see me around a bit more in the future. Awesome. Well, it's great. Well, I'm glad to see you again. It's really nice to get to talk to you. Thank you. Thank you for dropping in. But yeah, so essentially what it's like for her is her book is actually empty. What fills the entries is essentially the stories of the artifacts themselves. Like the artifacts auto-write in the story. It's like, it's almost like a search engine, but as a book. It's really cool. I like the idea they have here. This game's got cool world building. But yeah, I'm glad to see you again, Race. Thank you so much for dropping in. So yeah, thorn on their bones. Ugh. That sounds like the skeletal version of kidney stones, and I don't think that sounds very appealing. Ugh, imagine like one, ugh, God. Imagine just one day you wake up and you've got like, and you can't bend your elbow correctly because you grew a thorn out of it. That sucks. Stories say that of all the people to touch the vampire rose, most realize their mistake instantly. Having extended their lives by but a single year, they'd realize their grip and live on only with a very painful reminder felt in their every move. But there were others unable to stop themselves and became what few would describe as human, or even alive. Though it is unclear whether the vampire rose yet exists, everyone agrees on one thing. It appears that, in the end, death always gets the last laugh in the faces of those foolish enough to try and cheat her. The end. Damn. Definitely a better story about death than Thanos' motivation. And I mean like his comic motivation. I say like both comic and movie motivation. And Nomads of the Sea. It was like a dream. No one believed it at first, that their seemingly eternal journey could finally be over. Why them? And why the current Oracle of Tides being so young? Who could confirm the long-awaited discovery? But in their heart of hearts they knew before them, appearing even more vividly than in their visions, stood the Tower of Antsudlo. And so it was that the Nomads of the Sea, who had traversed abyssal plains since time immemorial, would settle at long last. Having reached their promised land, they started building next to the tower. In Dockery Village, generations would come and go, each following the guidance of their respective Oracle of Tides. Since that day, they have been the guardians of Antsudlo, awaiting for those destined to open its gate. In this new era, memories of their nomadic days live on in classic tales,
retelling the deeds of great explorers and formidable warriors. The most popular by far is the Battle of Fate's Gaiot. Gaiot? Is that even a word, or is that made up? Wow, it's actually a real word. Okay. A seamount with a flat top. Oh. Okay, that's what that is. Fate's Gaiot, a story with so many versions it may very well be just a myth. To the best of their abilities, historians have pieced together hints from various retellings of the battle, some even dedicating their lives to the subject. It is generally accepted as fact that the Dockery almost went extinct while crossing the territory of a gigantic sea slug. What happened next is a matter of much debate, depending on their interpretation of key passages and credibility of certain sources. Some claim that the Battle of Fate's Gaiot never happened, dismissing it as a fabrication meant to scare off would-be pillagers of ancient Dockery treasure. Don't you just love when weird words you don't expect pop up? Yeah, and the fact that they're weird words in my fucking language. They're weird English words. I got that in Octopath 2 a whole lot as well. I kept having to double check myself, and I'm like, wait, another word for a news reporter is a scrivener? The fuck? It's just one of those things that sort of just makes you double check whether or not, like, your English classes really helped you teach the vocabulary. But then again, like, a lot of those words are not something you'd pass off in conversation casually. Hey man, can you pass me, pass me the blunt. Hey, so you ever been to the Gaiot before? Like that really cool sea top thing? Oh, Octopath, GF said she knows that. It's a good one. Oh, Raze. Octopath Traveler 2, which came out, I think, March or February this year. Game of the Year contender for me. I streamed the whole thing. It's so good. Genuinely Game of the Year contender alongside Final Fantasy 16. Like, without a doubt. And Lies of P. I've also been liking that too. And if you want to try it out, there's a 3-hour-long demo that you can try. Same style as FF. Not quite. I mean, it's more of the classic turn-based formula, and it's not like ATB like the Final Fantasies from 6 onwards. It's more like older classic that's turn-based. You get your time to do your thing. If anything, it has more in common with Bravely Default, if you remember that game. It's kind of like that. But yeah, if you want to give that game a go, you can get a 3-hour-long demo that's available on PC, PS5, and Switch that you can carry over to the final game. I'd probably not enjoy that. Understandable. Turn-based combat turn-based combat's not for everybody. I understand that completely. But yeah, my opinion of Octopath, Game of the Year contender without a doubt. Let's see. One that I liked was Darkest Dungeon, though. I hear a lot of good things about that, and I hear mixed things about the second one. I don't know why, because when I tried the Darkest Dungeon 2 demo, I actually kind of found it, like, if there's anything that I could say about Darkest Dungeon 1 from the screenshots I remember seeing of the first game, is that its UI felt a little cluttered to me. Like, it looked very cluttered in the UI sense, but I don't know, maybe if I ever play it, I might catch on to it, I guess, but yeah, I remember playing 2, the demo for 2, and I liked how a lot more streamlined it looked, but apparently 2 is not considered very, well, not bad, more like not as good as the first. It's a brutal game. I'm fine with brutal games. I've played some games that have given me a run for my money, as well as some segments. I'm cool with that. This theory is mostly seen as a stretch, however, given that such looters' inability to breathe underwater would already be a deterrent enough. Some historians say that the giant sea slug was defeated when the Dokuri made their last stand on a flat-topped seamount, giving the story its title. For others, the scriptures about sunken ruins are simply too consistent to be ignored. According to this version of events, the nomads sealed the monster away when they realized they couldn't defeat it. The key was then split into 3 equal parts, each awaiting somewhere in the deep blue for future heroes brave enough to rid the world of this threat. The end. I've not even finished it, can't bring myself to. Yeah, that... Truth is, I actually haven't even finished Elden Ring myself. Mostly for one reason. I stopped having fun. I stopped having fun with Elden Ring. And I can tell you the exact point that I'm at that made me stop having fun. It was that one boss fight in the major, like, tornado area, and it's the boss fight that can, like, section your health off with one of its kinds of attacks. And it was that boss fight and those 2 underground gargoyles. Those 2 underground gargoyles can absolutely eat shit. I hate those things so much. They were... Beastman? Yeah, the Beastman guy. He just... I just could not... I got close a couple times in his boss fight, but after multiple attempts on that, I just sat back and I was like, you know what? I'm not having fun. So I stopped. If anything, I'm a lot more interested in giving Armored Core 6 a try. I love the gargoyles. I hated those things. I spent... How do I... Oh, Y's accelerate. Right. I spent way too long in terms of attempts on those things, and it felt that... You went in without any healing and had a crazy fight with them and won. Yeah, you had better luck. You went better than I did. I kept dying due to... I don't even know. It just... That's one of those fights that... You know how I said earlier that some fights in Elden Ring feel like they're meant for co-op experiences? That's one of them. That is one of those fights that I feel like you need to have, like, either one of those Ashes of War things help you out, which I ended up having, or you get your friends to help you. The gank bosses are bullshit. Yeah, they're pretty bad in Elden Ring. So yeah, that's why I've been liking Lies of P a lot, is because the fights in that game have been fairly balanced. It's more or less just pattern recognition to figure things out. He's in the game. He is in the game. Yes, hello, my sudden will jump scare. Sorry, I had to that felt like a webcam worthy moment. Wow, Gerard the Constructionist, I'm a big fan. I was stuck on the second phase of the Beastman for like 2 months. I hear Lies of P is incredibly unforgiving. Did you just flash face? Yes, I did flash. What actual white man jump scare. But yeah, Lies of P, I actually find it's tough, but it's forgiving in a lot of ways, and it's got a lot of improvements that I would say I would want to see future Souls games or even Souls likes try to, you know, sort of not take from, but look at that and potentially improve upon themselves with. Because I'm confident everybody can agree on the idea of character-based side quests having icons next to the location you're supposed to be at for them is something that would really benefit Dark Souls 1 if you want to follow a particular quest line, because that's something that I've never really cared for to do in any Dark Souls or Blood game or Bloodborne, where it's like, oh, you want to do Eileen the Crow's quest line? Well, then you better look up a guide to go to X area, Y area, and then scratch your ass at Z location, and then get the grocery list from location B, and then take the groceries over to location G, and then make sure to give an orange to the crow to the random crow enemy that's not hostile at location W, and then you got Eileen the Crow's quest line finished, and it's like, it's a wiki game. Yeah, wiki game. Or at the very least like the Souls games are very wiki-like in that way. Lies of P has, as far as I know, has not been like that from what I've heard. So, yeah. Oh, Valir and Zale, perhaps you could help me. I feel like Mirth could benefit from more amenities, but I find myself at an impasse. You see, building small houses is easy enough, but for more complex structures, we would need some plans. If you find any, would you mind bringing them to me? Mirth would really be better for it. They actually put Gerard the Completionist in this game. That's awesome. Interesting, let's get to work. That's fucking awesome. That worked out nicely. Have you already found a professional to run the place? Oh, okay, so I need to find more people to keep bringing back into the village. I'm set up now. Have a wonderful stream as usual. See you soon. Well, thank you, Rays. Hope you have a good rest of your night. I really appreciate you coming in and chatting. What is that emote? No, I like that. No, that's funny. I like it. But yeah, thank you. Thank you so much for dropping in. It's good to see you. Hope you have a great rest of your night. Okay, so now we got a shop, and okay, so the shop's run by her and her son. Okay. So now I need to find somebody that can run the inn. Ooh, who's this cool looking person? I'm so glad I moved here. As soon as I smelled the piney air, I knew I was in the right decision. Yeah, sometimes a pine sort of smell in the area is really nice. So I need to find an innkeeper. Okay. I have no idea where I could find one. Okay. Well, now that I've figured that out, okay, so that's where I'm supposed to go. I'm supposed to go to the mountain. Wraith Island, Basalt. I don't think there's any other... Maybe I could try Wraith Island to see if there's any people that could be an innkeeper. Yeah, it's quite, it's really nice that Gerard the Completionist is in the game. Like that... Like, I think that was a Kickstarter backer thing, that you could get a NPC of your likeness in the game. I just did not expect that Gerard the Completionist would actually be in it. Like, I just, like, totally blindsided by that. Good for him, though. That's awesome. Alright, so Town of Lucient. Okay, so changing the time of day here does not do anything. I'm gonna leave a lurk on my phone. Awesome, thank you. I appreciate the lurk. Mirth, you say? This does sound like the perfect opportunity. I will send him a message and forward your invitation right away. Thank you. The inn is now available at Mirth. Awesome. So we now have an innkeeper. I want to see who the innkeeper is. If we have another insert NPC as the innkeeper, I'm going to be very happy. But yeah, I think maybe after we meet the innkeeper, I might stop because, as I said, I wanted to keep today a bit short because I'm still pretty tired from the week. But I did enjoy doing this. This was quite nice. Getting to go through that dungeon and gaining the ability to just change. Oh, I can change time in the I can change time in the overworld. Okay, cool. Or yeah, I could just change it on my ship. All right. Who is the innkeeper? And if the innkeeper's here, then maybe I can play some of that board game. Yep, sure enough. Lambert. Yeah. Okay, so I think it's just Gerard, at least so far. Oh, Valir, I must thank you again for inviting me to take care of Mirth's Inn. I will make sure it becomes a noteworthy establishment. And yeah. All right. Here's where the rest of the stream's gonna go. Oh, excuse me, I had to stretch my back. Ugh. Let's go Archer and... Didn't I get the... Oh no, I got a wheel the last time I played this. Right. Let's go Archer and Mage. Let's go that, and then that, and yeah. Let's go these two. Those three. Actually, it's not going to matter if I build my wall up. The guy's got an assassin. It's 1 damage. Okay. Yeah, it's another... Yeah, get to destroy the wall. Oh, that's damage on me. Ow. That's not gonna help me. Okay.
Yep, and... Ooh, yeah. That's the damage I like to see. Let's take one of those. Actually, two of those. Yes. Wow. Now, despite getting a bunch of upgrades for my mage, I have yet to actually use the poor guy. There we go. There we go. Okay, we're even. Well, my dogs seem to be excited about something. Oh, God. Shit. I lose. Damn it. Ah. I was getting close, but then the wall started coming up on that guy. All right, let's try again. Who knows? I might get the assassin from this guy or the cleric. Either one would be really nice. Nah, mage and archer is a good combination. Let's go. Let's re-roll. Better. There we go. Alright, gets one chip on me, but that's fine. I'm thinking... Ow. Chip that. Okay, silver archer. And then... yeah, do good damage on that. And if the mage can at least hit... Yes! Oh, that's why. Oh, that's how the... Oh, wow, I really could use the assassin. I was wondering, like, I hit it, so why am I not doing anything? Turns out, poison can delay my thing, my turn order for my mage and archer. Wasn't paying full attention to that. There we go. Big damage. Okay. I am getting really bad rolls here. Okay, so now I have a gold mage. Golden wizard. I lose. Yep, that's where I lose. God, that cleric's a fucking nightmare. That cleric unit's a real motherfucker to go against. All right. Let's try Mage and Knight. See if that goes any better. Because the Knight doesn't have as much of a requirement for points to go off for him. Try that. Okay. Got at least one fireball off. Oh, you bitch. No on that. These rolls are... I am having some shit luck with my rolls. There we go. Okay. And then Silver Knight. Yes. Fuck. Nope, he's gonna attack my knight. Yep, sure. Yep, and there we go. There we go.
Okay. Yes. Wait. No. Oh. Never mind. Haha. Okay. Good damage. Bad roll. Nope. Lost. God damn, that is a mean combination. Very mean. Very, very mean combination. Casual game. Actually, no, not casual. Wait, no. Shit, I can't quit this. Forfeit. Meant to do champion. I'm gonna get whatever I'm gonna get from this guy. From this Zathura style thing here. Yeah, I think Archer and... yeah. I think this was the strat. Oh, you motherfucker. It's the fact that the assassin has such a short window that it needs in order to attack. And I mean like short windows in like you don't need a whole lot for it to act. That's the motherfucker there. There. This bitch. Okay. All right. Got a hit. Okay. God. All right.
Unless I get really lucky, I lose this round again. Nah, I lose. It's just... Now that I realize that's what the thief can do, that's really putting a... That's really kicking me in the dick here. But I bet the second that I get the thief, I'm gonna have that guy on my team every time, because he is bested. It'd probably be better for me to have the knight on, because he has got a shorter time to attack. Alright, well, at least I got to act first before the thief acted at me. That's good. I'm thinking hard on my strategies here. Feels like the enemy's rolling a little too well. There we go. Of course, got the bomb on me. I am not having good luck against this guy. Oh! That's right, because he upgraded before he... I fucking... Whew! Engineer Alright, cool, not the thief. Thanks. Well, I think with that, I'm gonna go ahead and stop. As I said, I wanted to do a bit of a shorter stream, but we did make some progress. We got through the water dungeon area. We went through a boss fight. We got done with another one of the mini game things, and we got to chat a little bit and catch up, which I was happy to do because I like talking to you guys. It's always nice to talk to all of you and get to chill out and play some cool video games. So yeah, thank you all for joining me tonight. It's been a pleasure as always. Make sure to take care of yourselves, especially with everything going on. Make sure to stay hydrated, keep your postures checked, and yeah. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you on the next stream. Bye.